If you have a tight lower back, then these 3 stretches are for you. Hey there, Coach Tyler here, and today I'm gonna walk you through my 3 favorite stretches for your lower back. And these aren't your typical back stretches like bend down and touch your toes or go into child's pose. Instead, they are 3 of my favorite dynamic stretches, which means you'll not only get more flexible, but you'll also get stronger at the same time. Also, the lower back is surrounded by muscles on all sides. So we're not just gonna stretch the lower back by bending forward. Instead, these 3 stretches are going to stretch the muscles on the front side of your torso, the back side of your torso, both sides of your torso, and even help open your hips all at the same time. So, give each of these 3 stretches a shot, and you'll see for yourself how amazing your back can feel. All right, let's dive into that first stretch. Okay, the stretch that you're about to learn is one of my favorites for stretching the muscles of the back side of your body and opening your hips at the same time. And it's a great stretch. You can practice this thing every single day. You can practice it right as you get out of bed in the morning or right before you go to sleep. Or one of my favorite times to practice stretching is while you're watching TV, so you're getting something done. All right, this stretch is called the BOOTSTRAPPERS, and here's how to do it with perfect form. All right, start with your feet in a squat position, which means your feet are gonna be slightly wider than hip width, and your toes are gonna be slightly turned outward. From there, you're gonna hinge from the hips, try not to round your back too much as you come down, and you're gonna either place your hands on your knees, or your shins, or all the way down on your toes. And if you need to, if the shins is too hard to hold this position, you can put a little stool or a bench or a chair in front of you, and you can do the exercise from there, okay? So what you're gonna do is start out by trying to bring your belly button towards your thighs as much as possible in a front bend position. So I don't want you just relaxingly rounding like this. I want you thinking about belly button to thighs. That's gonna get you that hamstring and calf flexibility that we want, and a little bit of stretching that lower back and the glutes as well. Grab your toes or your shins or the block or the knees, wherever you're at, right? And you're gonna come down, and as you come down, I want you to actually pull up on whatever you're holding on to, pull up as you bring yourself into a squat position. And when you're in the squat position, you can see how my elbows are on the inside, and that's because when I'm coming down, I don't want my knees to cave in like this while I'm holding my toes. I want my hips to open up like this while I'm holding my toes. So you get more flexibility and protect your knees at the same time, okay? So as you come down as deep as you can. If it's here, that's fine. If it's all the way down, that's fine. And I really, really, really like to see if I can get to the point where my hamstrings are resting on my calves, but while I still have an upright posture. So that's the point of pulling. You can pull your arms like this, and what that will do is eventually get you to the point where you're in the bottom of a squat with a nice upright posture. From there, drive into your heels and let your torso fold forward just like before, and exhale. So you're gonna inhale and exhale. You're gonna inhale and you're gonna exhale. And you're gonna repeat this exercise, moving forward and backward from the squat to the front bend, again, while staying active, pulling with your arms, trying to drive your belly button to your thighs, trying to drive your knees out as you come up and down. And again, you can practice exercise as much as you possibly want because it's gonna stretch and strengthen the muscles of your hips, your hamstrings, your back, and it's just a wonderful exercise for everyone to be working overall. Real quick, before we go to stretch number 2, where I'll share an amazing stretch that also strengthens your core, I want to ask you for a quick favor. If you're enjoying this content and want to see more of it, hit the subscribe button and click the little bell icon so you can get an update every time we release a new video like this. It helps us get noticed more, and our videos will help you transform your body faster. Okay, let's head back to the video and I'll show you that core strengthening stretch next. All right, this stretch is an amazing stretch for getting the muscles of your upper back and shoulders flexible, as well as your thoracic spine and your hip flexors all at the same time. It's called the camel pose. And here's how to do it with perfect form. Okay, so to start out, you're gonna come to a kneeling position. Now, you can also do this in a chair, not kneeling, if it hurts too much to kneel here. So feel free to apply this exercise while just sitting in a chair instead of doing it here. All right, start in the kneeling position, squeeze the glutes, tall to the top of your head, and then what you're gonna do is bend back, and you're either gonna put your hands on your lower back as you extend your chest, or you're gonna put them on your hamstrings as you extend your chest, which is gonna get a little deeper, or you're gonna reach back and put them on your feet and really extend your chest towards the sky and bring your hips forward to get that deep, deep stretch. And when you see this, when I go forward, what's gonna happen is my shoulders are gonna get stretched, my biceps are gonna get stretched, my thoracic spine, which is my upper back, is gonna get stretched. And you can just let your neck kind of come back and hang down like this. And you're just gonna hold this position for 30 seconds or a minute and constantly try to stay active where you're driving your toes into the ground, trying to extend your legs so that way your hips come forward, squeezing your glutes so your hips come forward, and driving your chest toward the sky so you get as much flexibility from this as possible. So again, don't worry about coming all the way back if you're not that flexible. You can just keep your hands here or your hands here while you hold this position. Or like I said, if you're a complete beginner, you don't have to be on your knees. Just put your hands back behind your back like this, and you can do the same thing. Just lifting your chest, driving your chest toward the sky and your hips up. That's gonna get you that beginner variation. That's gonna make it easy for you to eventually work into this exercise. Now, this is just a fantastic exercise. Practice it as much as possible. It's gonna give you the flexibility you need to do other great stretches and exercises, and it's gonna strengthen and tone your core, your back, your hip flexors, even your quads, all at the same time. It's a fantastic exercise. Make sure you get it in often. Hey, before we get to the third and final stretch that will really open up your hips and sides, I wanted to mention that if you like the detail that we give to make sure you're not just exercising, but moving your body correctly, then you'll love the workouts we send to our members at warriormade.com. And that's because our workouts are like having a personal trainer built into your phone, tablet, or desktop computer. Every exercise in our workout is customized to your skill level. And we break down every exercise using our visual teaching system to make sure you're doing exercises with good form. What this means is you can get faster results and in a way that's much safer too. So to give our follow along home workout system a try, just click the link below either now or after you finish this video and you can try it for free on me. Okay, let's jump into the third and final stretch that's gonna really open up your hips and sides. Okay, I'm gonna show you a really cool dynamic stretch right now that's going to open up your hips and stretch the sides of your body and your spine, your glutes, your groin, all at the same time. And first I'm gonna start up here by showing you an easier variation, and then I'll come down to the ground and show you a slightly harder version of this, okay? So what you're gonna do is come to the edge of a chair. You're gonna bring your legs out as far as you can, feeling comfortable, like not tipping over like this. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna do what's called a straddle side bend. So what it looks like is legs are gonna be straight. You're going to bring one hand across your body. So my right hand's gonna come across to my left leg, and I'm going to lift my left arm and bend towards my right leg. I'm gonna bend as far as I can until I feel a nice big stretch coming through here, and likely some stretches inside your groin, possibly even in your glutes at the same time. Now from there, you're just gonna move from that side and slow and controlled move over to the other side. It's nice to find a space here to exhale, to kind of relax and go deeper in the stretch. And you can inhale to come up, exhale to come down. And you're just gonna go back and forth like that, slow and controlled, holding the bottom position on each side for just a second or two to try and really, really get this stretch going. And on every repetition as you come from side to side, try to go a little bit deeper. Now, if that's way easy for you, then you can make this a little bit harder by just coming off that chair, by just bringing the legs a little bit wider into that straddle position, okay? Now from there, same exact exercise. You're going to put your hand towards your opposite leg, reach over, side bend, and you're gonna come from side to side. Again, holding that position for just a sec and really trying to relax as much as you can. Now, what is the ultimate goal here? As you keep doing it more and more, your goal should be to get your opposite hand to your opposite foot. So that looks like this. You're gonna bring your arm super far across, bring this one over, come all the way down until you can grab your toe like this. You can even use that arm to pull your ear towards your knee. And then you're gonna come up and come over to the other side, okay? So it's gonna take a while for you to get into this position all the way, but this is a great stretch that you can practice literally every single day to open up your hips, to stretch the sides of your body, to stretch your spine, and to really, really, really become resilient, strong, and flexible across your whole body. So practice it often. All right, there you have it. 3 of my favorite stretches to loosen up and strengthen your lower back at the same time. And now that your lower back feels amazing, can I show you how to make your whole body feel amazing? Yeah? Well, great, because the next video I made for you is the one right here. It's a video where I cover my top 7 self-care tips that will make your whole body feel amazing. If you add just one of these tips into your daily, weekly, or monthly routine, you'll feel so much more energy. You'll be more calm, and you'll be able to take on more stress. So, make sure to check out those 7 self-care tips next. See you there.